What's up? It's your boy here, Vashon, with the Battle of the Budtender, Budmaster Champ, Dave.
Appreciate you having me back out.
Without question. Man, glad to see you. Belt shining. Look at that belt shining, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We're here at Green Heart Dispensary. This is where he works. This is where he put it down at. And we're just going to go get a little more insight on what he do, a little bit about him in his past. So, first question, who is Dave? Who is Professor Pipe Dream Dave?
That's a deep question, but deep down, I'm really just a pothead. You know, I mean, started with a love of cannabis, started with a love of getting high. Lost my mom really young. Getting high really got me through life. The times were tough, and then I figured out that that was being used as a treatment toward things like cancer, which is what took my mom, and from there it was on. I devoted the rest of my life to the medicine. So,
damn, wow. Everybody has a different journey going in, and it's fascinating to hear different people's take on it, and I appreciate that. So, well, all right. So, tell me about your clothing line.
So, I mean, for stoners and budtenders alike, I got all kinds of cool designs and funny sayings. The website itself is rootsandritualsociety.com. You can find us on Instagram, Roots and Ritual Society, also all one word. Just the same as the Budtenders Bible, all one word, right on Instagram. You'll be able to find new drops on there and connection straight to the website, so you can grab your own. It's great for, like I said, any sort of budtender or any stoner, for yourself, for somebody that you love, somebody that just likes funny t-shirts.
Yes, yes. I want to say that since you won the championship, our website is off the chain. Our comments are off the chain.
I love that. I can't wait to see this grow.
Everybody wants a piece of you now. So what do you got to say to them? All the budtenders out there now looking at, what do you have to say to the next contenders?
I hope you've been studying. You know, I hope you know what I know. I hope that you're trying, because I'll be back to defend. You can come get it if you want it, but you're gonna have to bring all you got.
I love it. I love it. So give us a story. Give us a cannabis story. Get us something that happened to you.
Dispensary-wise or just weed-wise?
How about dispensary first?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, I got nothing off the top of my head. Can we
Okay.
come back to that one?
All right, so dispensary.
Dispensary. Let's see. There was a gentleman coming in at the beginning of when I worked here. He could barely walk in on his own. He had a cane to assist him. He was hunched over. He would lean on the counter when I dealt with him. The most generous, loving old guy would always come in with a smile and a joke, no matter how bad things were. And he was just trying THC because somebody told him to try weed. I gave him some gummies that also had CBD, and I gave him some for sleep that had CBN, and he's been able to drop 13 of his 18 medications, and he walks in giving fist bumps with no more cane, and he walks like he doesn't have whatever issue he had before, and just like being able to see that every time is the glow that he has, and like I just love that story for him.
That's the power of a budtender. Yes, that's what the power of a budtender is. Now, in saying that, I want you to give me your take on the budtender's salary opposed to the type of service that they give to the customers. Do you think it's fair? And if not, what do you think is fair?
It's a tough question, because I have a yes and a no. So yes, in the sense that for the average budtender and the service they provide, I believe that it's fair because the opportunity to tip is there. However, when you're a little bit better at what you're doing and you're able to pump out a little bit bigger numbers for your dispensary, as well as a better experience for your customers, I think that warrants a little something more. I would love to see, I don't speak much of unions and things like that, but I would love to see some kind of a industry-wide commission situation where maybe budtenders made 0.5% or something, you know, just something for incentive-wise. We have, there are cool little programs that a lot of the vendors do through an app called Sparkplug, and they'll either be able to offer a commission, or whoever sells the most of something in a time period from their company they'll offer a prize to. I've been lucky enough to win a few of those from like Green Gold. They've sent me to a few different like box seat concerts, and won a $500 prize and won a TV from them, and like things like that are really cool, and it gives, you know, every bud tender incentive to try for that company. I could also eventually see, to some extent, almost corporate sponsored bud tenders, almost like the opportunity to, you know, at a place like this, I see 150 people minimum a day at my counter. If I'm wearing the shirt with, you know, a vendor's name on it, you know, maybe we work something out eventually where, you know, the hat, do it like NASCAR, the hat costs something, the shirt costs something, whether it be, you know, a stipend towards their products or a pay-based situation. I think that things like that are eventually in the future. I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think that every bud tender is going to be a part of that, but I think that those are things that eventually, salary-wise, I could see.
Okay, so I want to tell you exactly, that is what we're going for. We want to put Battle of the Budtenders. We want to put Budtenders on the red carpet. We want to make Budtenders rock stars. That's what we want to do. All right, so the same vision, the same thought, the same eyes, the same look at the industry. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
No, I hope that everybody gives this competition a shot. It's a chance for everybody to learn and grow. It's education and it's competition. Everybody has a shot. Everybody that showed up had a shot, that paid their $10, could have walked home with $2,500 in the belt. You know, everybody's got a shot, and you don't even have to show up. You can play from home. It can all be done on your phone. You can be out and about and still win the money. You know, I can't wait to see where this goes, and I appreciate you guys letting me be a part of it.
No doubt. Appreciate you being the champion.
Of course, man. Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you.